Hi guys, my name is Danny and I'm an IT senior here at Florida State and we're going to talk about science. So of course the main aspect people think of when it comes to STEM is science. The science section of STEM has a variety of different fields that suit different types of people, and what we'll be focusing on is environmental science, medicine, and forensics. Environmental research is a field that is of the utmost importance for right now and the near future. Environmental scientists are needed to take samples of the current environment, help educate the government and people on their impact on the environment, and to use current data and research to help predict what could happen in the future. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, environmental science employment is expected to grow at least 11% through 2026, which is faster than the 7% average for all other occupations. Skills needed for this type of work are communication skills, which allow you to share your research findings, analytical skills to understand your findings or your colleagues' findings, and self-discipline due to a lot of independent work in the field. Next, the medical field has a vast array of jobs for different people, from neurosurgeons to certified nursing assistants. All of these jobs are needed to save people's lives. You've probably been told about the consistent higher pay and there always being a job in the medical field, so let's talk about travel. Travel opportunities may not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of a job in the medical field, but you might be surprised at how many opportunities there are. For example, healthcare travel companies hire nurses, physician assistants, and occupation and physical therapists for assignments all over the country. So if you want to travel and to get paid to travel, the medical field seems like a good career field to take into account. So, to be general, skills needed in the medical field include the ability to work well under pressure, paying attention to details, empathy and other interpersonal skills, and problem-solving skills. Lastly, forensic scientists are scientists that work alongside investigators to examine evidence at crime scenes and piece together probable models that help to bring criminals to justice. Forensic scientists work on site at crime scenes in a laboratory and often testify at court hearings about their findings. Forensic scientists aren't always the people you think of on TV that find fingerprints or DNA at a crime scene. They can also be forensic psychologists that dig into the psyche of a criminal, and they can provide criminal profiles and the mental state and the competence of a criminal to be tried in court. Also, another category of forensic scientists are digital forensic investigators that focus on technological clues, like finding clues about cyber crimes and other evidence that prove the crime was committed, like people hacking and stealing users' personal information. If you're planning to be a forensic scientist, some skills you should have include perseverance, curiosity, and the ability to concentrate on minute details and to be able to work independently.
Hey guys, I'm Sydney and I'm a senior at Florida State. I am also an information technology major, and I'm not biased when I tell you that technology is for everyone. There is honestly so many careers in technology that could suit such a wide variety of people, and you always have that job security, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you about 3 of those careers. The first job that you could get with a degree in technology is a web designer. Now, web designers are in charge of the production and maintenance of websites, and this is a job that really rewards creativity, and you have to completely create a blueprint of how this website's going to look and how it's going to work while thinking about the users and also meeting the needs of clients. So highly recommend this one. Job number 2 is social media manager. Now, not a lot of people associate STEM and social media, but they go hand in hand. That background in technology is crucial, and being able to manage social channels, promote companies, and curate posts is just a good time. And the third job I'm going to talk to you about today in technology is a software developer. We all know Google, Zoom, Spotify. That is all software, and the software developers are the creative minds behind it. They have people who pay for them to create these apps, and then they create them and then send them off to programmers, and they make it, and then the people who pay for it make more money, and then you also make bank. So highly recommend.
Hello, my name is Adam Achia, and I'll be showcasing the engineering side that STEM has to offer. Starting off with civil engineering, with salaries averaging at $70K, civil engineers design major transportation projects. The main duties associated with their work include conceiving, designing, building, supervising, operating, constructing, and maintaining infrastructure projects or systems in the public and private sector. You can accredit them for roads, buildings, airports, tunnels, dams, bridges, and systems for water and sewage treatment all throughout our society. Some fun facts can include that the civil engineers actually created the water slide. And another early instance of civil engineering can also be attributed to the creation of the Great Pyramids of Giza. Now continuing over to computer engineering, with salaries averaging at around 100K a year, computer engineers manage and design the computer hardware and or software systems for a company. These skilled individuals may choose to specialize in hardware or software and are often referred to as programmers when associated with the software side of development. Some of their responsibilities include the development of software systems, updating hardware, or even designing new equipment. Fun facts can also include really anybody can code. Even Chris Bosh from the Miami Heat knows how to code, and he is an avid suggester of others to learn the skill too. For electrical engineers, with salaries averaging around 100K as well, similar to computer engineering, electrical engineers design, develop, and test electrical devices and equipment, including communication systems, power generators, motors, and navigation systems, electrical systems for automobiles and aircrafts. They oversee the manufacture of these devices, systems, and equipment. You can also accredit them to the power lines you see in our cities.
Hey guys, my name is Mary Meberg, and I'm a student here at Florida State University studying information technology. And I'm here to talk about how math can be used in your careers when you get older. In the professional world, math is actually super high-paced. For example, the financial industry. It has this big reputation of being fast-paced and extreme and making so much money. But an important thing people forget about the financial industry is that it's all math. The better you are at math and analyzing probabilities and analyzing if you're making a profit, a gain in money, or a loss in money, that will determine how successful you are at your job and how much money you bring in. One big career, even in my field, is something called a data analyst. So let's say YouTube wanted to rebrand themselves, and let's say they wanted to see how many women were on the site and how to promote to women. So what they might do is they're going to hire people called data analysts, people who look at information and data and make meaning from all of the numbers and everything. So they might go through and see how many users are female, what videos are females typically watching, how long are they spending on the website, is there a gain in subscribers over the next 10 years? Is there a projected loss in subscribers over the next 10 years? And it's things like this that companies pay a lot of money for, because that's a huge part of online businesses now, is tracking data and information and seeing where it goes. I'm going to give you another option. An actuary is one of the most in-demand careers, usually all the time. And what an actuary does is they use math to calculate risks. And they're going to take that information and calculate how much your health insurance should cost to profit for the company. And if you are good in math, it's a really successful career. It's in one of the top 100 jobs to be in, ranked by US News. Out there in the world, there's a lot of people using math and using it to be really successful.